I'm Jason Lumpris.
Jason Lumpris joins us live in the studio with the latest on this story. Jason?
Thanks, Stacy. At a press conference today, the body that two individuals stumbled upon has been identified as Desiree Turner. Well, it's a long road ahead for the Turner family, and we wish Desiree a swift recovery. Back to you, Stacy.
Thanks, Jason. We will continue to keep you updated on the status of this developing story as more information becomes available to us.
According to Chief of Smithfield Police Department, Travis Allen, before Turner was discovered, a juvenile report was made to the Cache County Sheriff's Office since she never returned home after school.
Desiree was transported by ambulance to a Logan area hospital. Once there, it was discovered that she was gravely injured. Desiree was stabilized and transported by medical helicopter to a Salt Lake area hospital for additional treatment. Further medical evaluation revealed that Desiree had suffered a gunshot wound to the head.
Two 16-year-old male suspects were arrested in connection with this case, as police seized from their possession a handgun believed to have been used in this shooting and some of Turner's personal items. Cache County Attorney James Swink informs us that charges will be filed against the boys.
And those charges include 1 count of aggravated attempted murder, a count of aggravated robbery, and 4 counts of obstructing justice. We plan on proceeding in juvenile court. We anticipate there being an arraignment pretrial in the morning. First District Juvenile Court.
While investigations are still ongoing, representative for the Turner family, Jill Parker, has this message for the public.
We want to thank law enforcement, the medical team that are caring for Desiree, and for all of the support, prayers, assistance from our community in this time of need.
At no cost to both parents and kids, participants had a chance to work on art projects and give unguided tours of the Shaw Art Gallery's current art exhibition, which features the artwork of Brazilian-born artist Lydia Omora. Todd Oberndorfer, the outreach manager of the Snow Days, thinks that it's vital to have programs such as this to expose and develop a greater appreciation for the arts in kids at a tender age.
It inspires confidence, which I think is fantastic, and it also creates some ideas and kind of gets the imagination going.
While many ventured outside to soak in the inconsistent, beautiful warm weather and sunshine for the little ones at Snow Days, and returning attendee 8-year-old Ella Reeves, who loves to create, it was an occasion to bring their imagination to reality through art. What did you make today?
These things.
Tell us what they are.
Paper weaving, a picture, and just, I don't know what that is.
Straw creation, maybe.
Huh? Straw creation.
Okay, and what do you intend on doing with these marvelous stuff you made today?
Put them somewhere in my room.
As for Ella's mother, Emily Reeves, there was no better feeling than collectively working on the art projects with her kids and seeing them tap into their inner creativity to create great art pieces.
It was great. We've come a couple times and always had super fun, and it's projects that we usually don't do at home, and so it's fun to have different supplies and different ideas.
As students of the Basic Emergency Medical Technician Program gear up to use this ambulance for their practical training, the Emergency and Rescue Chair, Dr. Bill Robertson, assures us that access to ambulances is invaluable to the training of students.
A lot of our students they come in here very excited about this kind of work, but they don't get a good feel for what it's like until we actually put them in that ambulance. Because them learning these skills and learning this knowledge in the classroom again is very different than what it's like in the back of an ambulance.
Paramedic student Larry Rodriguez and his peers treated a practice patient under turbulent conditions, much like you'd expect in the real world in the back of a moving ambulance. Rodriguez shared his experience with us.
It's somewhat chaotic. You can't really find things when you expect them to be, so they could be misplaced. It's kind of tough to communicate with everybody at times just because you're trying to do everything at once.
Another paramedic student, Braden Saunders, explained what it was like going from practicing in a ambulance to a real ambulance.
Something I did find unexpected was the difficulty doing CPR while you're in an ambulance. Trying to keep your balance in the moving ambulance was difficult. Then also you can't quite position yourself over the patient when you have a gurney and chairs and things in the way.
As the avid Dodgers fan gears up to end his 26-year run teaching career to start a new journey in Oregon, in retrospect, his fondest moments as a professor were seeing students reach for excellence in their endeavors.
The best things that have happened for me have been times when I've seen students progress and be successful, go out and find good jobs, do really good projects, be successful down at the radio station, or be successful in their lives in general.
He has impacted the lives of countless students. For his former student Christina Cummings, Saunders groomed her into the professional she is today.
I've learned a lot of, I feel Ty makes you feel like you are experiencing everything with him too, the way he sets up his class. So I've really enjoyed that.
Saying goodbye to Saunders' second home for 26 years is bittersweet. But it's tougher for Drew Tyler, a former student of Saunders and colleague of 7 years, to watch him leave WSU.
Ty is definitely one of my mentors. He was one of the first people that kind of showed me the power of video and the power of editing. I still remember classes that I took from him where he taught me things that I use to this day.
In the words of his colleague Gene Norman, Saunders' legacy will live on for generations.
Because of Ty, we now have the Weber Media Group, and we have mywebermedia.com. The Buzz app has all three of the media groups on it, and Ogden Peak Communications is doing work for all of us, and all of that is part of Ty's vision.